Okay. So hello everybody, my name is Sage Hottendorf and I did my report on hunger in Hawaii. And so first talking a bit about me, I'm a psychology major in my senior year and my project was a Hawaii food bank. And before we begin, I want to ask you guys, raise your hand if you know about the Hawaii food bank. Okay, all right, that's awesome. All right, raise your hand if you know that there is more than just the food bank in Hawaii. Awesome. And raise your hand if you know that there is an immersive program and that is not only just the state of Hawaii, it is the whole country. Awesome. So let us begin. So you can find the YouTube link, or you can find the YouTube and the YouTube link to give you more information and more clarity on the food bank. But I'm going to briefly tell you about the food bank. The food bank has been around for a very long time. It is by this person named John Hengel, and he was a founder and beginner to start the food bank because his neighbors were hungry, and he worked as a cook, as a chef in the kitchen in Phoenix, Arizona. So kudos to him for making this come alive and make this possible for all of us so that people can have a safety net. And that's what the food bank is. So some vocabulary that if it's not stated in the video, some vocab is like peace through peace. So peaceful protests turn into peaceful solutions. And at the food bank, that's their goal. Their goal is to allow us to allow that safety net so that we, with people who are hungry, don't need to listen or not listen, don't need to worry about whether or not they need to pay bills or they need to eat, because Hawaii is expensive, right? I'm pretty sure that we're all fortunate for going to this school, right? Some people are here on scholarships. Some people are here because they're able to dish out the tuition, and tuition isn't cheap. But it's those people who are not able to go to school and pay bills that's what the food bank is for, so that they don't need to worry about food and don't need to worry about, am I going to eat tonight? Is my family going to eat tonight? Especially when it's the keiki and kupuna that are getting hurt in the end and getting affected. So my hypothesis was that if we all can donate just a small bit, in the future, we'll feed the mass. And what I mean by that is if we're able to donate maybe just a little bit of food, just a little bit of time, just a little bit of money, right? To help the food bank and help the people who are needy, who are hungry, then in the future, we will be able to succeed and we will be able to feed people. And like I said, like a famous philosopher said, that an act of kindness goes a long way and you got to pay it forward, because you may be you may have been in the same situation, or maybe you're in that situation, but when you help someone, there are great things that are going to happen to you. So some limitations I had: time and interviewing schedule. If you're like me, you tend to forget a lot of stuff over the amount of homework and amount of stuff that you have to do. And if you have ADHD like me, you tend to get distracted and realize, oh, I gotta email her back. Not to say, don't be like me, please. Number 2, my computer crashed faster than a sugar rush. I would be typing and my computer would just shut down, shut off. And then I would have to do the whole step, reload the whole thing and stuff. And luckily I put it on Google Docs because I don't have word processing. I don't have PowerPoint. I mean, my project was basically on another media because I don't have that. So some of the things that conquered that limitation was persistence. And know that persistence is key, but also know that when it comes to interviewing the Hawaii Food Bank or anyone, that you run on their schedule. So if they say, oh, can we do it for 8 o'clock? Even though it's early in the morning, I hate that. Do it. Be flexible because in the end, it'll help you get things done. And number 2 is be patient. Computers are not cheap. If you're like me and just want to spam the keyboard to the point where it breaks, don't do that, please. And thank you, because these things are not cheap. I mean, what is the going rate? About $1,500 a computer? Expensive, you ask me. There's so, yeah, I could feed a lot of people with that. So, and remember to stay cordial to people because they're doing you a favor. Further advancements, I think I would do is donate food and donate stuff to the home, to the needy, to the food bank, especially with non-perishable foods and perishable foods. They're looking for both, but mainly perishable foods so that they can deliver those to people who need it right away. So if there's a chance, if there's a sale, get some things, go and get some bread. That's what I would do. And I know there are fundraisers around Hawaii. And I don't know if any of you guys heard of Ultimate Frisbee or disc golf, right? And so and for those who don't know, disc golf is very similar to golf, except we're using discs instead of balls, but it's still the same. You throw it, and if you get it, hole in one, 2 is a birdie, all those golf terms. I don't want to butcher it for all you golf people. Yeah. So I know that at times, disc golf is a major thing that is very big, that sometimes they host fundraisers and food drives, and that's how they help. And so I think a further advancement is to join in and not just watch, but join in, because altogether it's for a great cause. And thank you so much for coming to my presentation. I know it is almost at the end of the semester. We have a lot of stuff to do. I have a lot of things that needs to get done. And trust me when I say I'm exhausted as well. So the fact that you're able to stay and hear my presentation, I thank you guys so much. Have a great day. And that'll be all. Thank you.